Hey y'all, it's Leah back with another video for our Ideas book series where we are making different templates for a variety of junk journal elements that we can refer to in the future. So today we are doing this journaling tag, and I saw this, my friend Suzanne made one of these and she got it from somebody else, so I will link both of those videos below. But what it is a tag shape, but when you open it up, so if it's glued, you can have it glued into your book, or you can leave it freestanding, but you end up with all of this journaling space here, plus some on the back if you don't glue it down. So tons of journaling space, and it's just a really cool simple idea that you can use to give yourself a lot of extra journaling space, or whoever gets your book. So really easy to do. So we're going to go ahead and work on that today. I did want to say that I used some pieces from Timeless Scraps to decorate the front of my tag. So I recently became a design team member for her, and so I used that along with my new favorite thing to use is tea bags. And so my mom got me hooked on these, but I found I use Tetley tea sometimes, and they come in round tea bags, and so I thought those were fun. They just add a little different dimension to your tags or to any of your projects. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. So all you need is a piece of paper. It can be single-sided scrapbook paper. It can be just some tea dye. So like this one, I just use coffee dyed paper for that. So something that you're going to have white space or blank space on the inside and the back. So whatever you want to use, but it's a great use for our single-sided papers that a lot of us end up accumulating. Okay. So what you want to do is figure out what you want your final dimension to be. So I want mine to be 3 by 5.5. That's kind of my go-to tag size. So you need to cut your paper double the size of your width and double the size of your height. So in this case, I went with a 6. So this is 6 this way, and then 11. So I just kept my, this was an 8.5 by 11 paper. So I just ended up with a strip that I cut off because I was able to keep the whole height. So it's a good way to kind of not waste a ton of paper and end up with all those tiny strips. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half in both directions, and you want to give it really good creases when you do these because it'll just help your final tag stay a little more flat like that instead of kind of popping up. So when I fold in half, I always open it up and then do it in the opposite direction. I feel like you get better folds that way, better creases that way. So we're going to do this, and then we are going to fold it into our tag shape. Okay, so we're going to do this. So this one, because I am using a patterned paper, I'm not going to end up with a ton of extra space. I'm only going to end up with this as my journaling space, but then it gives me more places to decorate. So that's always, or you can just leave it plain, so it doesn't matter. And then you need to decide which way you want your tag to open. So if you want it to open, you know, if you want your edge to be here, then you're going to fold it that way. If you want it to be here, you'll fold it that way. So that's the way I'm going to go. Just kind of a right side opening, and then again give it really good creases on there. And then the last step is just to snip your edges. And so I just have an old gift card that I cut just some random edge sizes on there. I have a couple of these with different sizes, and so I'm just going to place that there and cut that. If you don't have one of these, you can also just snip one side and then bring your paper over to the other side and use that as a guide to cut that way. Okay. And that is, did I use the wrong side? I think I did, because that did not come out. I don't know. It looks wonky, but I guess we'll just kind of trim it a little bit. Yeah, I must have been off a little bit. Okay, and so that is it. So now you have your tag. You can decorate it however you want. I like to ink all of like the creases and stuff and around the edges, so you can do that and then just decorate it however you would like. Okay, so our directions for this one, we're going to cut single-sided or some dyed paper, twice as wide, twice as high as our finished tag. You're going to fold it in half in both directions, and then you're going to fold it into your tag shape and snip off your corners, and then you get to ink it and decorate it however you would like. All right, so I got smart and I started finding my pages ahead of time as to where I was going to glue these, because I am running out of space. So that now that I am back from visiting my parents in Texas, I am going to start working on a new book for here. And my glue is not going to want to cooperate this morning. All right, let's get out the 3-in-1 because I know that one will work. I think I need to do a nozzle cleaning on my art glitter glue because I've noticed it's been sticking quite a bit. And that happens sometimes. They just need a good little clean out. So get this glued down. Thank you again for watching, for subscribing and liking the videos. That really helps the algorithm, so I appreciate that. And again, let me know if there are things that you would like to see. If you want to see more pockets or more tags or different things. So I'm trying to come up with some different ideas and see, you know, things like maybe belly bands or tucks or just a variety of different things. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.